Protocol 4. This is a face-on view, down the line view, and I think this is best seen in a face-on situation. The editor may go ahead and chop this video up so that he likes the communication of what you see when you see it. Now, from a face-on perspective, here's what I want you to recognize. At address, the club is, my lead arm is on top of me. I feel a struggle in the band. That's great. If you need to soften it up, go ahead and move it up an inch or so up the shaft. Basically, we're always going to put it on that balance point. Now, at address, here's waggle, waggle. The lead arm is the boss. The trail arm is the power guide, and it's bent at the elbow, and you can waggle it from the wrists. Now, what I want you to recognize is the difference where my club is at position 2, top of the takeaway, address being position 1, and how I can use my body. Remember how I said in the previous protocols, I can initiate my swing with a little flex so that I can push. There's a flex to push that's going to help me create some width as that starts to develop. And if you can mark that spot on a camera right there, you would see that position 2, as I work up to left arm parallel, position 3, high and wide to 4, back to 5. When I start to go to 5, before I even finish 4, I'm putting my pressure to my lead side a little bit, and you start to see the circle change a ton to where in this delivery position, this band is no longer taut. It has gotten softer. So the feel of this is the width to the softness, the width to the softness. Why is that a big deal? Because this is where you have an opportunity to really add power. Because from here, guess what happens? That club head flees down, not just from the mechanical force of my hands trying to do it, but from this contribution of my body standing up, rotating and standing up. Because what I want you to recognize is the best players in the world are actually moving away from the ground as they hit a shot. They're not, quote, staying down. Staying down is just a general term. I know it sounds nice, but there's forces away from the ground. There's a force away from the ground that helps this flee out with speed into an alignment and have precision and length. If I stayed down just to stay down, I would never have a measure that makes any sense. I'd always be separating my elbows. That's the number one reason why people top golf balls. But if you have a radius, and this radius is created through impact, nice and long through here, now you can have this moment of reliable swing bottom that can touch the ground. So feels for you in this particular protocol. Put the ball on a tee. Let's go ahead and get the club gripped. Sometimes I'll teach students to hold the club right in front of them with the face tilted down just a degree or two. Put their flat lead wrist, and then go ahead and let the band come onto their trail hand. So there's an effective grip. Now we're going to start from right here, and then the sense is, can I push away from the ground as I start to have some tension back into the band? So there's no tension. Now I'm going to add a little tension to the band, and I'm hitting my semi follow through and staying here for 1, 2, 3. This is a high level drill. High level drill, no doubt about it. But it's a fantastic exercise. If you watch that playback, watch the video just beside me, watch the playback of this position where I started, and notice how I'm working through this motion to that finishing form. You can see it as I'm pushing into the ground and rotating, how what was soft is now getting long, the radius is in place. There's an element of consistency and reliability rather than something where the elbows are always separating or trying to help you because you've got misaligned beliefs. Okay, so let's do that again. A great protocol to work through. Very, very tricky. Not that muscularly hard, mind you, just a tricky sequence that has helped a ton of golfers. Let's get organized. Put your good hands on it. If you want to build your grip in the delivery position, you can. Golf ball center left in my flary feet. Weight pressure is biased a little bit left. So I'm going to get into my delivery position. The ball is in the sights of the golf club. and then there's this little tiny backswing, and then I'm expecting tension on the band as I stand up, and there's tension in the follow through right there. It's beautiful. I've got the push, my buns are under me, have mild side bend. This is a fantastic drill. I got to tell you, if you can get into just give me 10 of these, it's a wonderful way to start to understand how a club flees through impact, how players push. In fact, they push so hard oftentimes, you'll see people push and relocate their feet. The modern pro is pushing so hard against the ground, you'll often see them push and relocate themselves. But they time it so nicely that this expansion's traveling through here with a great measure, great reliability of radius, that they clip amazingly beautiful shots into this finishing form. So if we can start in this protocol and just kind of say, okay, I can take responsibility for this delivery position. My hands, my arms are pretty long. My left arm is as long as it can be. My right wrist is bent. My right elbow is a little bit bent. The band is soft. And this sense of how do I get ready to push through there to both arms straight and clip a ball off a tee, that protocol is going to help you go to the next level.